It's New Year's Eve, 1999. You're listening to the BB Sky Carlton, where it's time to look back at the 90s. This week, 1994, the year the world's worst nightmare came true. Yes, the loudest ever car alarm went on sale. It was also the year that Sir Ranulph Fiennes became the first man to visit the Earth's one remaining wilderness. He took his family to Euro Disney. But 1994 began with a major political controversy.
Good evening, I'm Moira Stewart. The government's review of the water industry has concluded that all 31 remaining reservoirs should close.
It's no use being nostalgic about it. Producing water is simply no longer economic. We really have to find alternative sources of wetness.
But Tory backbenchers are vigorously opposing the reservoir closures.
We demand that the government holds a brief inquiry, fobs us off, and then shuts them anyway in 12 months' time.
And the news has provoked angry riots all over the country.
What do we want? Water! Water!
Quick, Sarge, they're getting nasty. Turn the high-pressure hoses on.
Meanwhile, there are fears that the elimination of Britain's water industry could have a knock-on effect on other businesses. We invited the head of the Plumbers Association to put his case, but he didn't turn up. And we waited in all day for him. Joining me now is Michael Heseltine himself. Mr. Heseltine, is it true that the government has been forced to spend millions of pounds importing bottles of Aqualibra?
No, the government has been forced to spend millions of pounds importing one bottle of Aqualibra.
That's all from us. I'm off home to relax in a nice empty bath. Good night.
In January, there was an urgent consumer alert. Shops recalled the price-buster Carvac 2000, warning that under extreme circumstances it might work. Meanwhile, the shops were packed with people taking back other faulty Christmas presents.
Excuse me, I got this new stereo recently, and I think there's something wrong with it. It keeps making this terrible noise.
Right, well, let's have a listen.
Lady in red.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, there's your problem, you see. You're using the wrong type of CD. You want a good one.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, you see, what's happening is the notes, right, are coming out of Christy Berg's mouth, going through the amplifier, coming out of the two channels here, and what we call sounding dreadful. Have a listen.
Lady. Oh, God, yeah. Well, is there anything I can do about it?
Well, maybe. Have you still got the box it came in?
Yes, I have.
Oh, well, take that round to Christaberg's house and stick it over his head.
In February, new Irish peace talks got underway after a major stumbling block was removed. Ian Paisley got laryngitis. Meanwhile, the actor who played the voice of Gerry Adams on the news retired. Auditions were held to find a replacement.
And Gerry Adams' voiceover, take one.
We in Sinn Féin answer to the nationalist community, not John Major. Oh, dear, dear Johnny.
Next! I have been talking to the British bloody government. Not a lot of people know that. Next!
Oh, why can't we just get round the pine table and have some goat's milk? Tom, Margot, Jerry. Oh, sorry, I'm playing Jerry, aren't I? Sorry.
Next!
Hey, if you think the Irish problem is difficult, you know, you should try negotiating with Mia Farrow.
Next! No, lovey, not
John Major's lines.
Look back at the 90s.
You are an internationally respected star, yet you stand accused of seeking out the company of 12-year-old boys, enticing them to spend the night with you in your own bedroom, and encouraging them to put on pajamas and share midnight feasts. Have you anything to say in your defense?
Yeah. I'm Macaulay Culkin.
The trial of Home Alone star Macaulay Culkin. Soon after, there was a second trial, which was exactly the same, only this time set in New York. Meanwhile, the heavy iron gates slammed shut behind Michael Jackson as he faced the rest of his natural life in solitary confinement. Yes, he'd been acquitted and sent home. 1994 marked the third anniversary of the student loan scheme. It was time for the first students to give back what they'd borrowed from the state. 2 traffic cones and a road sign. Meanwhile, Kenneth Clark unveiled a new financial scheme.
Mr. Clark, this announcement has worried many ordinary people.
Look, we're simply saying that from now on, people of working age will have to provide their own wages.
Isn't that a bit unfair?
No, it's all very well expecting a fat pay packet at the end of the week, but why should the employer foot the bill? Now, we believe the responsibility should lie with the individual.
But supposing they're too poor?
Well, they can always apply for income support.
To the government?
No, to themselves.
In April, top actors, producers, writers and directors from the British film industry gathered in London for a unique occasion. They were making a film. Meanwhile, more and more blockbuster movies were being shown on commercial television, eventually.
Coming up next on ITV, the big movie. But first, some more of those irritating bits between programs.
Irritating Bits are brought to you in association with Pepsi.
This unnecessary link is sponsored by Eagle & General.
And now the local irritating bit to irritate you in your own region.
You're watching the station you're watching, obviously.
Irritating Bits are still being brought to you by Pepsi.
And Ford.
Well, we don't seem to have time for the big movie now, so it's good night.
1994.
In June, there was a sensation when Prince Edward announced that he was going to be a father. His brother then took him aside and explained that just rubbing belly buttons was not enough. Meanwhile, there were clear signs that Diana was looking for a new romance.
Welcome to Blind Date. Let's meet Diana. I want you to give her a big hand. Come on. She's a lovely bright girl. She's a bright girl from Kensington. All right. Hiya, Chuck. Oh, yeah. Hi, Lulu. Yeah. All right, Chuck. We've got 3 lovely fellas for you. Are you going to ask your questions? Yeah, right. Okay. Number 1. I'm an ex-princess. How would you show me a right royal night out?
Hi, Diana. Well, first of all, I'd treat you to a slap-up meal.
Right, that's enough, yeah. Number 2, I'm a glamorous gal. But what would you think if you saw me first thing in the morning in an old nightie with no makeup on?
I think I was reading the Daily Mirror.
Yeah, thanks. Number, what comes next? What's after 2? 3, Chuck. Oh, yeah, number 3, Chuck. What about you?
I think there's been a bit of a double booking, I see.
In July, Terry Venables was seen handing over large bundles of cash to a mystery figure in a motorway service station. It later emerged that he was paying for the all-day breakfast. Meanwhile, in America, the World Cup was underway, and the hosts were determined to show that they could take on the best and win.
Okay, guys, the Dutch will be using a 4-4-2 formation. Don't give them any space. Keep possession. Kowalski, I want you to play a free role in midfield. Push up, but watch the offside trap. And I want to see every man goal side in a dead ball situation. Any questions?
So, we kick the ball, right?
Yes, it's football. You kick it with your foot.
Oh, all right.
So, when do we use the bat?
There are no bats. Now just get out there and do your best. Guys, only 11 of you.
To everyone's surprise, the American team went on to a 7-0 victory against the Dutch, who were led by their new manager, Graham Taylor. With England out of the World Cup, football hooligans at home turned their attention to other sports.
Well, what a sad day for fishing it's been today. Let's settle down now. Let's go straight over to John Motson, who's down at Bolter's Lock.
You're not swimming anymore. You're not swimming anymore.
Well, as you can hear, Jez, a small minority of so-called fishing fans have spoilt what was otherwise an enthralling afternoon's fishing. Crowd trouble broke out after a shoal of bream refused to come out of the weeds. And the fans' frustration soon boiled over. And, oh dear, well, as I speak, they are now invading, would you believe, the pitch.
You're going home in a Tupperware sandwich box.
Well, sickening scenes there, obviously. Jimmy Hill, well, Des, it's this sort of element that is giving fishing a bad name. Well, wise words there, Jimmy. But, hey, fishing fans, if you're fed up with all this violence and you just fancy a nice quiet afternoon with nothing much happening, don't forget Arsenal playing at home today.
Look back at the 90s.
That August saw a near sensation in the Epsom by-election, but after 2 tense recounts, jubilant Conservatives celebrated. They had snatched 4th place from the monster raving loony party. With the government's majority now down to 1, backbenchers became even more powerful.
Hello, Prime Minister.
Oh, hello, Henry. Any chance of having my office back yet?
No, and it's Sir Henry.
No, it's not.
I think it is.
Oh, yes. Ha, ha, ha. Sir Henry Piers Bufton, OBE, DSO, and joint user of my home-based spend and save card. Cigar?
No, thank you.
How's the wife?
She's fine. You can have her back next week.
Oh, no hurry. You just, look, by the way, do you think you might just possibly be voting with us on the budget tomorrow?
Well, I must say, I'm not happy with this £54 million mortgage relief subsidy.
Well, we can't give you any more. Look, isn't there something else I can do for you, eh?
Well, what about publicly humiliating yourself for my own personal amusement?
Look, you may have some power over me, but I'm a man with pride and self-esteem. I still have my dignity, you know.
John Major, the day before he went bungee jumping off Big Ben, in a chicken costume, singing, "Yes, Sir, I Can Boogie." That autumn, with government debt increasing, Chancellor Kenneth Clark made the shortest ever budget speech.
Spare some change, please. Spare some change, everybody.
But in spite of the economic situation, young couples were still prepared to enter the complex world of mortgages.
Well, if you'd just like to sign the mortgage form, then you'll be ready to move into your new home.
Oh, great.
great. Just one thing. What's this extra £78 a month for?
Oh, that's just a standard payment. It covers the endowment policy, the insurance, and, of course, the yacht.
The yacht?
Yes, this is a yacht mortgage, and we do recommend them for first-time buyers such as yourselves. For a small extra monthly outlay, you not only get your house, but a yacht. So if you could just sign here and here...
No, but we don't want a yacht.
No, we don't. No. If I may say so, that's a very short-term view. I mean, if anything happened to you or your husband, you lost your job or fell ill, then, well, you wouldn't have a yacht.
But we don't want a yacht.
We just want an ordinary mortgage.
Right, I see. Just a straightforward, no-nonsense, no-frills trawler mortgage.
No extras at all.
Right. Have it your way. Just sign this form here. And if you could let me have a cheque for £500.
What's that for?
Oh, that's just the standard not having a yacht fee.
In October, psychiatrists claimed to have found a cure for hypochondria, but sufferers said they were worried about the side effects. That month also saw a dire warning of an impending ecological disaster.
I'm here in Croxley Wood with Felicity Morgan, who represents Nature Alert. Felicity, why have you brought me here?
Well, Peter, I wanted you to see for yourself.
See what?
Look around you. The trees are dying. See what they've done to the leaves? They're all dry and brown.
Well, it's autumn.
Oh, not you as well. Open your eyes, Peter. The nights are getting shorter. The temperature's dropping by the day. Can't you see what's happening?
Yes, winter's coming.
I'm warning you, unless we act now, by January the puddles will be frozen over and we'll all be walking around in coats and mittens.
Felicity, it happens every year. The seasons change.
Seasons?
Felicity Morgan, better known, of course, as GMTV's Weather Girl. In November, Virginia Bottomley made a speech calling for divorce to be made easier. Peter Bottomley replied, "Oh, you would say that. My mother was right. Well, you're not getting the house." As the year's end approached, there were fears that the festive season was losing its true meaning. But traditionalists hit back by releasing their own pop record.
Born so many years ago, to us it seemed as if he was sent to bring us joy, the one that we call Cliff. Although he is forgotten for almost all the year, it's time to bring his single out. Yes, Cliffmas time is here. Happy Cliffmas, praise the Virgin Sun. Happy Cliffmas, he still looks 21. Happy Cliffmas, remember what it means. Praise to Cliff, to the one who irons his jeans.
I came out of the shadows, in sinful times I shone. All through the swinging 60s, I kept my trousers on.
Don't worship Mr. Blobby, to praise, take that is wrong. Cliffmas isn't Cliffmas without a naff Cliff Richard song. Happy Cliffmas, he's my mum's favorite star.
Sob Subaka, but I never touched her bra.
Happy Cliffmas, hope is in our hearts, 'cause there'll be a second coming. Yes, Cliff back in the charts. Happy Cliffmas, Happy Cliffmas, Happy Cliffmas.
Break out the ginger beer.
Happy Cliffmas, Happy Cliffmas, Happy Cliffmas. Cliffmas time is here.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
But the most shocking event of the year was this dramatic kidnapping. It's early December on a lonely country road near Chequers. The Prime Minister is returning from a conference when a white van rams into the side of his Daimler, forcing it off the road. Seven-armed Middle Eastern terrorists leap out, but John Major instantly knows the correct procedure.
Oh, quite a bang. I think we better exchange names and addresses.
Stop up and get in the van!
You have been kidnapped by the sons of jihad.
You will not be harmed as long as you don't do anything stupid.
But I'm the Prime Minister. I've got to run the country.
I said don't do anything stupid.
Blindfolded, John Major was driven through the night and soon found himself bundled onto a broken chair where he was fed half-cooked scraps and stale bread. Then they left the little chef and continued on to their secret hideout. But unknown to the kidnappers, John Major had managed to make a furtive phone call.
Norma, it's me, John. Listen very carefully. I want you to video Lovejoy. It's on BBC One at 7th. Hello?
As the days passed in the lonely cellar where he'd been locked, the Prime Minister kept himself sane by putting socks over his ears and making a noise like a duck. But he knew that his loyal cabinet colleagues would be leaving no stone unturned in their search for him.
Yes, okay. Right, so we come now to item 7, the Trade and Industry Stationery Bill.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I'm afraid to report that the Prime Minister has been taken hostage.
Oh, dear me.
The kidnappers have sent us this tape.
Ooh, put it on. Yeah.
All I'm saying, Nadeem, is that if you hold the microphone further away, you get less distortion.
Look, just read the ransom demands.
You see, when you shout like that, the little needle goes right over into the red bit.
Right, that's it. You pushed me too far.
Nadeem, are you all right?
A shocked cabinet decided to keep the news of the Prime Minister's kidnapper secret, hoping that somehow the country could muddle on without him.
Good evening. Economists are still baffled by the sudden dramatic upturn in the British economy. Strangely, the Prime Minister was unavailable for comment again. Meanwhile, unemployment has unexpectedly fallen for the third time in a week. Elsewhere, England are thrashing the West Indies in the second test, and the weather continues to be sunny.
Oh, if only I was there to help. 4 weeks and still no one's paid the ransom.
Just shut up! Bad news, Ahmed. The British government have rejected our figure of £1 million.
Well, offer them some more.
Get down, Prime Minister!
Oh, well done. I knew I'd be rescued. Who are you under those masks? The SAS?
No, the Labour Party, actually, yes. By God, we've missed you.
Thus it was that John Major was restored to his rightful position, 25% behind in the polls. So, 1994 came to an end, a year that was marred by cash crises, financial mismanagement, overspending and bankruptcy. And that's why I'm having to work on New Year's Eve. Good night.
A Look Back at the 90s was presented by Brian Perkins. It starred Kate Robbins and Alistair McGowan with the writers Mark Burton, John O'Farrell and Pete Sinclair. The producer was Caroline Leddy.
The Look Back. It's New Year's Eve 2099. You're listening to the BB Burger King Sea.
Look back at the future.
This week we're looking back at 2005, the year that saw these amazing scenes.
We did it! England 2, Germany 0. In your face, Germany! The Duke of Edinburgh punches the air, even the Queen holding a Union Jack aloft.
But there were complaints that year's D-Day celebrations were in poor taste. The year began with a scandal when a leading Conservative minister was secretly photographed on Hampstead Heath wearing stockings, high heels and bright red lipstick. Mrs. Bottomley said it wasn't much of a story, really. By 2005, the government's moral crusades against single mothers, adulterers and homosexuals had all backfired. Undeterred, they found a new group to attack, overweight people. But even this campaign was doomed.
Good evening, I'm Moira Stewart. The government's so-called Back to Thinness campaign is in disarray tonight, after it was revealed that a leading cabinet minister is himself fat.
I admit that in a moment of weakness I may have eaten a cream bun or two. But my personal fatness is a private matter between me and my family. And there's no question of me being forced to resign.
Shortly after that statement, he was forced to resign. The minister's alleged obesity first emerged when his cook sold her story to the papers.
This way, over here, this way, love, this way.
Yes, I admit I was his cook for many years. Sometimes he would eat his wife's food and then come round and eat mine. And now I find out that all along my two daughters were cooking for him too.
Can you hold the saucepan up?
This latest blow comes on top of the sensational News of the World photographs of Tory MP Nicholas Soames being fat on holiday. With me as the Conservative Party chairman, Minister, hasn't your Back to Thinness campaign backfired?
Certainly not. The campaign was never about individual fatness. It's about restoring slim values to society as a whole.
But I'm sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you there. We've just had a news flash. A Tory MP has been found sitting at his kitchen table with an orange in his mouth, and a bacon sandwich, and some lardy cake. Full details of the dessert later.
That year, a computer came up with the highest number known to mathematics. It was programmed to give Britain's top woman tennis player her world ranking. England continued to do badly in other sports. The England ice hockey team were thrashed by Canada when they spent most of the game clinging to the rail. And in a surprise humiliation, 3 of the England clay pigeon team were shot by the clay pigeons. But at last, England found a new sport at which they could excel: whinging.
Yes, welcome to Day 4 of the European Whinging Championships. And we've got some top-class sporting excuses coming your way tonight. OK, let's go straight over to Oslo. Tony.
Thanks, Nicky. And as I speak, Jimmy Hill, the big-bearded English moaner, steps up to the sports desk to whinge for gold. And he's off.
Well, you have to say it's an absolute disgrace. England haven't been knocked out of this World Cup. We've been cheated out. How the referee can allow the Dutch to blatantly kick the ball into our net so hard, so many times, it makes my blood boil.
Oh, world-class bleating from Jimmy Hill there. But if anyone can beat him, it's this man, the captain of the England cricket team.
It is obvious that the Pakistani bowlers tampered with the ball, which not only made us lose the test match, but caused the death of my tropical fish, and is clearly responsible for the entire post-war decline of English sport.
And that settles it! England's whingers showing the rest of the world how it should be done. And a certainty now to win the whinging gold. Oh, surely not! They've given it to the Russians! And once again, these biased foreign judges have cheated us out of a medal.
Look back at the future.
That march saw the publication of a book which covered such diverse subjects as collecting curtain hooks, growing your own moss under glass, and choosing the correct type of creosote to use on a fence. Yes, John Major had published his memoirs. And there was another new publication out that month.
Starting this week, the new magazine for obsessive magazine purchasers. Get a Life magazine. Week by week, Get a Life magazine helps you build a normal, interesting life which doesn't involve an irrational desire to master pointless hobbies. Week 1, discover the art of cake decorating and why it's a bit of a waste of time, frankly. Week 2, we teach you the secret of cabinet making, which is to leave it to professional cabinet makers. Bit by bit, you'll learn the difference between a valuable collection which you'll treasure for years to come and a pile of old magazines which end up in the attic. Get a Life magazine. Buy issue 1 now and get this free paper shredder for issues 2 to 20.
A new report that month concluded that there was a link between TV and violence. People kicked their screens every time the Cheddary ad came on. By 2005, crime figures were spiralling so fast that the police had given up on major crime and were concentrating their resources on fighting more minor offences.
The Petty Crime Squad, an elite force dedicated to stamping out petty crime wherever it occurs.
Sure, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Freeze! Petty Crime Squad! No one leave the office. Open her handbag, Hooper.
Well, well. Is this your yellow highlighter pen, miss?
Oh, it must have fallen in.
Sellotape, paper clips, post-it notes. Right little stationery cupboard we got here, haven't we, darling?
All right, I took it. I'm sorry.
Listen, there's no you we're after. We're after Mr. Big. Parsons and accounts.
He's been putting personal letters in the office post tray.
Wherever minor laws are technically being broken, the Petty Crime Squad are there.
Got you! Red-handed.
What?
Stereo, blank tape, Bjork album. You're home taping.
It's just for the car.
Hang on, Sarge, we've struck gold. Look what we found in the bathroom.
A sachet of shampoo. With Thrust House 40 on it. Thieving bastards.
Oh!
Their day's work done, the Petty Crime Squad head for home.
Just a minute, Hooper. You're not wearing your rear seatbelt.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean that.
Ah! Scumbag. There's one thing I hate, it's a bent copper.
In April, after Austria, Norway and Switzerland joined the European community, the EC found itself stuck with a mountain. Meanwhile, as the European community grew ever closer, the English pioneered a new language which was designed to be understood all over Europe. It was called shouting.
Shouting for beginners. Lesson 1.
Shouting is an easy language to learn. Take a well-known English phrase. For example...
How much?
Simply repeat it at the top of your voice and foreigners will eventually understand it.
How much? How much?
Longer sentences are composed using a number of simple grammatical rules. For example, nouns take the English root in conjunction with the European suffix o. Hence,
beer
becomes
beero.
Word order is also different with the verb transposed to the end of the sentence.
Oi, Manuel, beero, me, wanto.
Notice the use of oi as a general prefix to any question or statement.
Oi, wanto, bio, lilo.
Finally, more complex concepts can be expressed by using a number of random foreign-sounding words. Thus...
Waiter, I believe this wine is corked.
Translates as...
Gargon! El vino caput! Caput el!
The international language of shouting, which was eventually rejected by the EC when the French used their veto O. In May, as the 3 remaining Beatles got up on stage together for the first time in 35 years, there were tears and regrets. Someone had asked Linda McCartney to sing backing vocals. And the Beatles were in the news again that year when the discovery of a demo tape recorded in Hamburg in 1961 revealed that as well as Pete Best and Stuart Sutcliffe, there had in fact been a seventh Beatle. As the tape showed, he had been the source of some tension.
OK, let's go from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not working, John.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying it's not working.
What are you saying? Come on.
Yeah, all right, it's the kazoo.
Oh, yeah, have a go at Malcolm.
Well, face it, John, he just doesn't fit in.
What do you reckon, Malcolm? Do you fit in?
Well, boys, I don't want to be any trouble, see, you know.
You stay where you are, Malcolm.
John, I just think we should lose the kazoo.
All right, lose it on the chorus, then.
Lose it altogether.
No kazoo at all.
Look, John, let's just try it his way, all right?
Hold it. What's that horrible noise?
Oh, you don't like the wobbly saw either, then, no?
Look, it's not the saw, it's everything.
Paul, we can make it work. I can see it now, the 4 lovable mop tops and the bald one from Swansea.
Eventually, Paul got his way and Malcolm was thrown out of the Beatles, but he did end up playing the harmonica on Bob Dylan records. Meanwhile, the young people of 2005 had discovered a new craze.
After bedtime.
Settle down. Tonight on After Bedtime, we'll be talking about the latest thing, which is not to do the latest thing. And with me are 2, trendsetters who started it all.
Yeah, we got fed up with always doing, the latest thing, so we just stopped doing it.
Yeah, and then everyone just copied us.
Yeah.
So, doesn't that make it the latest thing again?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, well, we better stop doing it then.
No, hang on, but then you'd still, be doing it.
Oh, yeah, so we better start again?
Yeah.
That debate later formed Module 2 of the Open University philosophy degree. In June, children's presenter Tim Vincent cried on air when he was told the tragic news about Bonnie, the Blue Peter dog. It had chewed up his model of Canary Wharf. Meanwhile, One Man and His Dog was revamped in an attempt to make it more relevant to the modern dog owner.
Hello, and you join us here in the picturesque setting of North Hackney Estate. And our first competitor this morning is Barry Dunn and his 2-year-old Rottweiler, which he keeps on the balcony of his council flat.
Satan! Shut up!
Whoa, steady, Satan. So on to the first event of the day, and fouling the pavement. Oh, and there he goes, and there he goes again, and again. And look at Barry's perfect positioning, his back to the dog, gazing into the distance as if it was nothing to do with him. So on to round 2, and that's causing the road accident. And as Barry approaches the busy junction, this is the time to let Satan off the lead.
Satan! Bloody shut up!
Well done, Satan. A multiple pile-up and a perfect round. But of course the law is the law, and these volatile brutes can be a menace. So now it's time to put his muzzle back on.
Satan! Bloody shut up!
In the summer of 2005, a party of scientists deep in the heart of the Amazon made an incredible discovery. A tree. Meanwhile, in the Falkland Islands, there was an even bigger sensation when a soldier wandered out of the hills and into Port Stanley, unaware that the Falklands War was over. The top army psychologist had the task of helping him adjust to the changes that had taken place during his 20-year absence.
God, tell me it's not true, man.
I'm very sorry to have to tell you that.
How exactly did it happen,
Well, Pierce's penalty was saved, and Waddle kicked it over the bar.
It's our own fault, man, isn't it? They should have appointed a good manager. Like that bloke at Watford, Graham Taylor.
Yes, we'll come back to that one.
Well, at least I've done my bit for my country. I think I'll just go back to my old job down the mine. Or I could retrain and become a shipbuilder.
This is going to take a little longer than I thought. You see, everything's changed since 1982.
Well, I bet it has, man. When I last saw a newspaper, Britain was in a massive recession, unemployment had reached 3 million, and we had the most unpopular Prime Minister in history.
Well, maybe not everything, but society has changed. The divorce rate's shot up, there's adultery, the papers are full of sex scandals.
Nah, well, you see, it's at times like this, like, it's good to have a royal family to look up to, innit?
But I have got some good news for you. You remember that boiler the gas man was coming to fix?
What, they've been to fix it?
No, but they are definitely coming on Tuesday.
Look back at the future.
In July, there was an upset for the Queen when she was told she would have to give up a much-loved royal luxury that was proving too expensive and of very little use. The Duke of Edinburgh. That month, Cheltenham police burst into a town centre video shop and removed dozens of violent and pornographic films from the shelves. They were for Sergeant Harris's leaving do. Meanwhile, there were complaints that trailers for feature films were giving more and more of the plot away.
He was a cop with a mission.
I won't stop till those scum are behind bars.
She was the woman he loved.
Kiss me, Frank.
And one man was about to destroy them both.
I want him dead, and I want you to do it.
Soon, they're on the run. But she wasn't all she seemed.
Frank, listen to me. She's working for Baxter.
But then, when they get to the motel, she starts to really fall in love with him in that scene where they make waffles on the travel iron.
Oh, Frank, I feel like my life has started over.
Then Baxter bursts in with his sidekick. Not the tall one, the other one. The one you thought was the FBI agent. And she shoots Baxter, and you think he's dead. But he gets up again, and there's a brilliant bit where Frank knocks over the kerosene, and the whole place goes up. Oh, yes, and it turns out she was a man all along.
I'm sorry, Frank.
That summer, there was outrage at the Tate Gallery when a pig's heart, half submerged in a saline solution, went on display with a £5,000 price tag. They had privatised the catering service. But the art world as a whole was in the midst of a dramatic reappraisal of postmodernism.
The work of Wilf Herzog has been described by degrees as shocking, subversive, sensuous and witty. Dr. Adrian Bloomfield, Professor of Modernism at the London Institute of Art, has studied the work of this young iconoclast for many years. Adrian, what is the essence of Herzog's latest work, Space and Being?
Well, Sarah, the essence of it is... it's rubbish. It's just a concrete slab.
Surely the way the slab is tilted casts a shadow which says that form itself is inherently flawed.
No, it says tilted slab to me every time.
Right. Well, let's bring in the artist himself. Wilf, what are you trying to express with Space and Being?
Well, it had been a very dark period for me personally, and I had become very frustrated by shape.
Yes.
And this was an attempt to actually... no, he's right, it is rubbish. I've wasted your time.
Oh, I see. So it's more of an ironic statement about modern art itself.
No, I'm just not very good. I started trying to draw a horse, but I couldn't get the legs right.
Yeah, I mean, they are tricky, aren't they? I mean, I can't get the knees to bend the right way, you know?
Yeah, they're not as hard as people, though. I always make the head too small.
Yeah, it's the ears.
2005.
In October, there was delight amongst music fans when a record producer managed to get Elton John, Phil Collins, Cher and Christa Berg into a recording studio, then sealed the door and ran off. But the big West End musical hit of that year was Musical! Exclamation Mark, the epic story of a family who set off for London to see a musical.
Jesus Christ, where is Dad? We'll miss the coach because of that last pint he had. Speeding down the motorway to Theatreland, the driver's doing 90 with a beer in his hand. The lady in the t-shirt keeps humming the score. She says she's been to see it 27 times before. But we've all scrimped and saved and clubbed together to give more money to Andrew Lloyd Webber. We're off to a musical. Even that poor bloke with his mother in an anorak of just one colour is off to a musical.
Welcome to evil London town.
Sex shop, glitter, beggars, every look can kill. At last a place of safety, the Angus Steakhouse Grill.
Oh no, we're late. The show starts in only 2 hours.
Mum got these seats behind the pillar. We want to kill her. Here comes the star. I'm not who you expected. I'm sorry you went home. I'm just the understudy. 'Cause Barbara Dixon's got a cold. And now another singer joins me. It's my own world. I'll keep on singing my bit. You'll be totally confused. Musical goes on too long. It's 11:05 and last orders have gone. Musical finally ends. Now let's buy the tape and go and bore our friends.
In 2005, advances in artificial intelligence led to the development of the world's most sophisticated dishwasher. It kept leaving the washing up in the hope that someone else might do it, then put it off till there was a really big pile, and just did the odd cup when it needed it. But the year 2005 will chiefly be remembered for one incredible invention. Late one night, a scientist is working alone in his laboratory.
It's no good. I'll never harness the power of telepathy. I might as well kill myself now.
Don't do that!
My God!
Yes, I know.
And so the telepathone was invented. A device which, when fitted to the forehead, allowed the user to hear the thoughts of anyone around them. Early models were so large and cumbersome that the only thoughts they picked up were, "Oh my God, who's that nutter with a box stuck on his head?" But as the technology improved, telepathones rapidly became indispensable.
Oh, do you know, I'm really hungry. I could just murder a...
Pizza! That's £5, please. No, I didn't forget the garlic bread. And I have tried Clearasil.
All rights to the device were bought up by a new company, British Telepathone, who immediately ran a multi-million-pound advertising campaign using the slogan, "It's good to think." It seemed the Telepathone would change the world, but it did have drawbacks.
Darling.
I know. The Telepathone bill's arrived. Wait a minute. I never thought about anyone in Hereford on the 15th. This bill must be wrong.
Telepacom here. No, it's not.
And there was a public outcry when this tape was released to the press. Yes, MI5 had recorded the thoughts of Princess Diana. As use of the Telepathone spread, public life became increasingly impossible.
Minister, what's your reaction to the EC's new directive on fishing quotas?
Well, I spoke with the Commissioner only yesterday and made it quite clear that just 4.5 increase was only acceptable if the Norwegians agreed to cut back on their...
No one could hide the dark recess of their inner mind.
So, Cliff Richard, tell us about the new album.
Well, it's a bit of a change in direction for me. Hank Marvin...
Good bedtime, tidy book, Buddy Rabbit, it was great to work with him again, and charity work, Winnie the Pooh.
Public figures could no longer conceal their true selves.
When I was Prime Minister in the 80s, the economy was booming, and Great Britain had the respect of the whole world.
And so the invention was consigned to history, and only a very few Telepathones have survived. Next week, we'll be looking back at 2010. I'm fed up with this show. They never give me any of the acting parts. Good night.
A Look Back at the Future was presented by Brian Perkins. It starred Murray Hunter and Kate Robbins, and the writers Mark Burton, John O'Farrell, and Pete Sinclair. The producer was Caroline Leddy.
Look back at the